This week we find ourselves growing increasingly frustrated with some aspects of van life. It's been an absolute roller coaster of emotions. We continue travelling through Romania. We end up coming up with an idea that could potentially change everything. It could be the biggest decision we've made all year, and it could result in us leaving the van for a while.
It feels like ages since we picked up the camera. It has been over a week since we filmed anything. It's been a weird week, to be honest. A few things have happened. So first of all, after we filmed our last video, I did a test and I found out I had COVID. So we decided we would head into the hills and isolate in the mountains. Oh, hello cat. The weather turned and suddenly it was very wintry. It was rainy, it was very foggy and very cold. So I was feeling really ill and the weather was really bad. We were up in the mountains, which was like really beautiful. We were sort of trapped in the van. Isabel was not ill and she was growing increasingly frustrated with the situation, feeling very cabin fevered-y.
We've just been spending a lot of time in the van, which has resulted in me going a little bit cuckoo. I've been going a bit crazy, guys. I don't like staying inside and I really do need to do exercise every day. And I know it's my own responsibility, but I don't know, I just got in a bad headspace, just sort of feeling sorry for myself, not really doing much. Tom was ill. So here we are now. The sun has actually come out. This is the first day we've had sunshine for over a week. Yesterday was one of the first days we managed to actually get outside and be active, and it was really bad weather, but we forced ourselves out. It is not walking weather, it's bleak. We're gonna get soaked. This walk is about 4 hours long, but I have a very strong need to do some exercise and we're gonna just do it. I think it'll be fun. Yay! We're under a huge tree canopy, keeping us fairly dry. In this forest there's the most different types of mushrooms I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if it's because I'm really into foraging them recently that I've got mushroom vision, but it's amazing, so interesting to look at, and I think because we've had the warm weather and then lots of rain recently, it's just perfect and they're all popping up. It's so cool. Magical mushroom land. There's so many.
We can hear a river really far below us and it's just a straight drop, but it's so misty you can't see anything.
This isn't actually a mountain shelter, it's a panoramic cabin that you can actually book by phoning the number on this door, and I bet the view is amazing on a clear day. So if you haven't been following this channel for a while, then you might not know that I've got a little bit of a fear of quite a few things. I'm trying to not be so scared of everything, but I'm a bit scared of firstly frogs, secondly heights, and we have got quite a adrenaline fueled section of the walk coming up. We have just got our first sighting of how high we are. A few of the clouds have parted, still really bad visibility, but there's a huge shot. We're much higher than we thought we were. A long way down. This next bit of the walk, we've got to hold onto these ropes. Woo! It's quite steep. We're here! You're gonna have to film. I'm too scared. Well, there's no option, I have to do it, so I'm just gonna not look at the ground. I'm really scared.
Let's do it.
I'm really scared. My legs are so shaky.
Let's do it.
Woo!
We are pretty high and it's wobbly.
Thomas Coleman, stop that right this minute.
Oh.
Now that was cool.
That was cool.
That was cool. I'm glad I did it. Like, I am a wuss, I know I am, but that was scary for me. Woo. High up. Woo! It's quite sad, there's so much plastic just swirling around in these big waterfalls. I think we've had a lot of rain in these last couple of days because the rivers are tumbling down. It's like being back in Norway. I needed this. I genuinely, someone needs to like set a phone reminder on my phone every day, like me, to do a walk every day because I go crazy otherwise. Not so scared on this one. Made it to the road, we're in the gorge, now we're looking for the Bamba. I think we've got a bit of road to walk on yet. Some hairpins on this road. The Bamba made it up though. We are back and we're not as wet as we thought we'd be, and it took us 3 hours. But yeah, like I always say, I felt instantly better after getting out, and it's easier said than done, but once you do it, you're like, why didn't I do this every day? Because I feel better for it. So really good to have that hike. Me and Tom are trying to visualise, it's the start of September, we're trying to visualise this as like a reset. It's kind of crazy, we had this glorious hot sun. In our last video you saw us basking in like 30 degrees plus weather, but it's suddenly changed into really cool temperatures. Overnight, we were up in the mountains and it was about 7 or 8 degrees every day, so quite a drastic change, and I think that also did affect our mood.
With us spending so long up in the mountains, we are in desperate need of services. We've got laundry to do, we need water, and we need showers. Today we parked up very close and we got a text message through. Since we've been here in Romania, it's happened a few times, but we get these like warnings of like, we've had one for flash floods, one for big storms, and then last night's one was a bear had been spotted in the area.
The presence of a bear was reported in Giorgeni, 4 kilometres away. Avoid the area, stay indoor, stay away from the animal and do not try to take pictures of it or feed it. Protect your pet's livestock without putting your life in danger. Just got that warning through from the Romanian government.
And there's actually like poo on our camping spot, and it does look a lot like bear poo.
So I've got all my washing hanging up. I did 4 loads. It was quite cheeky, but there's a free washing machine here at this campsite. But I'm really worried. There's quite a lot of grey clouds around, and I'm praying on these last few hours to get this washing dry. It's about 5 o'clock. It gets dark about 8:30, 9 now.
Isabel has just spent all day doing laundry, and now it's starting to rain. Right, it's all out on the washing line, so we've got to go and take it down.
It's really annoying. It's not dry. This load has been out like half an hour. It's absolutely soaking. Uh-oh, wet clothes. But we've got a bit of a crazy idea. We're going to try and set up like a washing line inside the van and put the heating on and just try and dry everything, because I don't really know what else we can do, because I just did a search for a laundrette and there's nothing nearby. What's been going on with us recently? Yeah, we've been having a funny old time. We haven't been going outside, it's been really bad weather, and I have been getting frustrated with Tom. I know it's not great, but I'm not very sympathetic when people are ill, and I'm quite like, get frustrated, I don't have much patience. I kind of just think you should like back up and just like get on with it. But I know that that's important to listen to your body and recover, so I am trying my best. Some of the things I have been struggling with full-time travel is indefinitely traveling, not really sure where I'm going. As humans, we like to know where we're off to, what plan is in store for us, and we really just don't have much of an idea at all, and sometimes that's a little bit freaky. I've been missing friends and family. I've been missing like all those things that come from having a base, like meeting up with people, making plans. But yeah, I do know that I'm super lucky to live this lifestyle, and there's so many amazing things that come from it. Tonight we are treating ourselves at the campsite restaurant.
We end up having some pretty weird meals, but I think we've managed to get something. We'll see what comes out. We've got cauliflower soup and bread.
It's really nice.
It looks really good.
So one of the main reasons why we're eating out is because our van is a little bit inhabitable at the moment. It's not very inhospitable. It's not very nice in there. It's like stuffed with clothes that are drying. So it's nice to come out, and we couldn't really cook. It would be a fire hazard.
So this is our weird meal. We've got like white cabbage, chilies and chips.
They must be thinking, what have they ordered? Good morning from a very hectic van. We slept under all our washing last night. Do you know what? It actually worked. It's surprisingly, most stuff is dry. That was 4 loads of washing, all wet from the line, and I just changed it all over last night, and it is drying. It's just not been very nice to be in the van. But the campsite here has a kitchen, so I'm going to go and use that now and make us some porridge and coffee. Who's this?
Good morning. The sun is out.
Feeling really good today. It's a Monday morning, so I feel like it's a new start. Porridge. I feel like because there's bears around, it's a good theme to have porridge.
What? Oh, 3 Goldilocks.
Yeah, I actually have like a weird thing about like hostel kitchens actually gross me out a lot. But Rebecca is like, she's not grossed out at all by them. And she used to, when we were travelling, she used to like clear out the hostel fridge and eat everything that was left.
We've been pretty static for quite a long time now, so it's really exciting to get back on the road. We've got a nice little spot that we're going to go and explore. We have driven for about 2 hours and we are at a town called Sighișoara, but we've actually driven out of a city and it's about a 30-minute walk in, but this is like a really nice nature spot and we still have access to the city, so I think we get best of both worlds. We're both absolutely starving now, so we're going to make some food. Bamba's Burger Bar is open for business. We've got a really good pita stuffed with beetroot burgers, lettuce, cheese, chilli. Mwah. I just think like what we need is a break from the van. Yeah. So I feel like I actually agree. We've been a bit stuck in a rut this last couple of weeks, and probably even before that, we've not been very satisfied with our travels. We really like it when we have a goal and a mission. We are craving some adventure. We're a little bit comfortable in the van and we are planning ways that we can have big, wild adventures. This spot that we parked up at is actually really nice, and we've just decided that instead of going and walking into this town, we were going to spend the day here instead. We've had quite a few like issues with van life recently and just how we're travelling, and we've been trying to work out how we can resolve some of those issues. So it's been really nice just to stay here, and we've got some really exciting plans, and hopefully when we have a bit more of an idea of exactly what they are, we can share them with you. But I'm really excited about traveling again. Yeah, very excited. But it's now night time and we're going to bed, and Izzie had a bottle of water and she left the lid off, and this is the current state of the bed. Not good.
What should I actually do? I have to sleep on top of the covers maybe? I promise it didn't wet the bed.
Izzie, are you excited for our secret travel plans?
Yeah, I'm a bit more apprehensive than Tom. I am excited, but Tom's like really excited, and I'm just like trying to be a little bit more like thinking through.
Yeah, we're not even sure if it's 100%
gonna happen.
The only reason we're not saying is because we don't want to say we're doing something and then not. Like, we literally came up with this plan like 30 minutes ago, so we don't want to say we're doing something and then not do it. Right, it's time to go and explore this city we're in. I'm excited to go and see it. It's going to be really nice. We've just been feeling so frustrated with some aspects of van life. Like, van life is amazing and it's so fun, and I don't want to stop it. There are parts of it that I absolutely love. Let us see so much of the world and do it in a really affordable budget. But it's very comfortable. We feel like, well, we have our own bed. Not even we feel, we have our bed with us. We have a computer, we have a TV. You don't mix with the local culture in the same way you would if you were backpacking or hitchhiking. And we really want to get some of that back. And also a sense of adventure. It seems weird saying it because like we're on this massive adventure through Europe. So we're thinking about leaving the van and maybe doing some backpacking and doing some adventuring in a different way, some alternative travel arrangements.
Yeah, very exciting. We're not sure exactly our plan, but we'd love to know your suggestions, or not suggestions, more predictions of where we're going to go.
Yeah, by the time we make this video, we will hopefully have come up with a plan already. So yeah, we'll be able to tell you in the comments. We have wandered in from our parking spot into the town of
Sighișoara.
We have wandered in from our parking spot into the town of Sighișoara, and this is a UNESCO World Heritage town for its medieval buildings and stuff.
We've been seeing on all the menus this ciorba di fasole, which is a bean soup, and some of them are served in a pita. They like a hollowed out bread with soup in. I really want to try it. I'm hoping they'll do a veggie one. Woohoo! I found the soup that I wanted to get. It's served in a massive bread. So cool. And then we've got vegetable soup inside. So I said before, my favourite thing in Romania is that you get a chilli, and normally sometimes it's fresh, sometimes it's pickled, but I actually love it when they give you fresh chilli and you just take a little nibble of it while you're eating your meal. I'm a big chilli head, so it's my dream to have a chilli on the side. Let's go with green because it's hotter. Absolutely stuffed. Got a big belly.
This building behind me is the birthplace of Vlad Dracula, and he was a historic figure who would impale people. So he'd put a pole up their bum and it would come out of their mouth. And he was a pretty like evil dude, and he was the inspiration for Count Dracula. And this is where he was born, right here. Count Dracula, the vampire guy. We're in Transylvania. This is the house he was born in. It has been a weird couple of weeks. Thank you for watching our vlog of us having a slight mental breakdown.
I hope we haven't come across too moany or sound ungrateful or too privileged in this. I hope we're just trying to be honest and explain that we're just ready for a bit of a change, and we feel so grateful every day that we're living this lifestyle, but we are getting too comfortable in the van, and we're ready for a zhuzh up and a change in pace and a change in how we're doing it.
We're really excited for what we have planned. We are going to be doing some awesome, amazing travelling. Hopefully we will be addressing some of the desires and things that we feel like we are missing out in van life. We want to come back to van life. It's just we want a little break. We want to do something different for a bit, and I think we're going to do. So make sure you tune in next week and we'll explain everything, because we are finalising our plans now, and we will know what we're doing. We'll book some stuff and it will be locked in.
Sometimes in life, the best way to judge what you should do next is by going with what makes you feel excited, and this plan is making me feel very excited, and I think you've got to trust your gut in these times. I got my glasses in that excitement. Where are they? Can you see them? Oh. Guys, it's happening. We're booking our flights. This is crazy.